Welcome to the episode of Transforming Lives with ageLOC. I'm Roderick, and today we have invited to join us Oliver for this episode and to share more about the new skin opportunity.
Thanks for having me, Roderick.
Thank you also, Oliver, for coming down. Yeah, so why don't we start off by introducing yourself?
Okay, I spent the last 27 years as a psychometrist. In short, I measure behavior. I train career coaches in the local universities, and for the corporate side, I coach fairly senior executives with behavioral issues. So I spent 27 years doing that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then how do you get to know about skin?
One day, my customer, who was a human resource director of a Japanese firm, he just walked into my office and he said he looked for me. I was like, so funny. He come and see us, see the consultant. And I had a chat with him, and he introduced me to the new skin business.
Oh,
right. That was the very first time somebody spoke to me about this business. I was cautious, but I was open to listen to him. Okay. That's how the whole thing started.
Right. So then what made you decide to be a partner of new skin?
Well, I was very cautious about this kind of business. You know, I was introduced to this kind of business much earlier in my life as a kid, when my mother brought people in to do demonstration. That was how I knew about it. But when you spoke about it, why did I accept it? Three things basically. First of all, I like the guy. He was a soft-spoken guy, still a soft-spoken guy. He was a human resource director, and no salesy look at all. I like him a lot because we interacted as a vendor and customer. And secondly, of course, I was introduced to a lot of his uplines and so forth, the people working in the business. I was very intrigued. These fellows were all the yuppies, we call them yuppies. They had a degree, they were head of departments, they were very successful in their own careers. One of them had a PhD, the other one was a government scholar. I was very intrigued why these people are doing this. And thirdly, the timing was perfect. I was looking out for something to allow me to spend more time with my children. Oh. Yeah, so it just came timely, and I was totally open for it at the time.
You know, 17 years ago, ageLOC was launched, and when you heard about ageLOC, what stood out and what made you think like, okay, there's a potential in ageLOC?
I was self-employed. I was a businessman per se. The unique thing about ageLOC is that it stood out as something that is, you know what is called high entry barrier?
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay, if the product is a low entry barrier, you invent a product, you develop a product, you start with it. In 2 weeks' time, somebody else is doing it next door. That's called a low entry barrier. Now, ageLOC to me as a businessman, if you have something that's high entry barrier, that means if I spend my life marketing it and you can't copy it, I like that. As a businessman, I like that because it's just mine. Yeah, okay, that's about it.
So now that you had this idea about ageLOC, high entry, right? Barrier. So what was the impact of ageLOC products as an opportunity to do the business?
Wow, that's a heavy question, but to simplify it, you know, before ageLOC came in, that was before 2007, I think. Before ageLOC came in, we were telling the rest of the world how great our product is. You know, it's best in the world. You know, it's unique and all this. Everybody's saying the same thing.
Every company,
my products are best, etc., right? But when ageLOC come in, now gene expression is unique. Okay, and you cannot just copy it like that. So when we present gene expression, we created quite a bit of interest in the market. That helped us a lot, basically, and it's just a unique selling point. Remember that unique selling point is really a unique selling point versus what people are saying when you have the best product in the world, it's unique and all this. It's not a unique selling point anymore.
Okay.
But ageLOC, gene expression, that's one unique selling point.
I have to agree. Okay, now talking about unique selling point. What's your favorite ageLOC product? And how can you convince me to try that product?
My favorite, end of the day, has to be TRME. Okay. How do I convince? Very simple. We lose weight ourselves, we convince other people. That's about it. This particular product is not only it's age-locked, it is also very visible. And when it's visible, it's very emotional. Okay,
Agree.
That's the easiest thing to convince, basically.
Then if, let's say I'm new and I wanted to try the products and you're gonna coach me how to share it.
Yeah.
So what will be your number one advice to me? How can I share the?
You want to share the products?
Yeah.
Very simple. Use the product. You just need to use it. And of course, ageLOC being ageLOC, a new skin based new skin. TRME comes with a set of coaching program where there's a unique eating sequence, eating plan with all this. This combination, do it properly. Okay, make a difference in how you look. It's very easy to share after that. Remember, it's visible, it's emotional. Yeah, I got customers coming in, they get emotional about it. People commenting on how they've changed. That makes the business it's very easy to leverage on the results. Okay,
Agree.
I cannot emphasize more than that how visible it is, how emotional it is, and it just cascades to the people around. It's just a walking advertisement every time somebody uses product.
Yeah, I think it really has to start by you have to use the product.
Yeah.
That was such an inspiring conversation, Oliver. Thank you very much for coming down and joining this podcast. We can feel your sharing. You really love sharing about the ageLOC opportunity and talk about the business.
And once again, thanks for having me again. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
All right, until next time.
Okay.
Ciao.
Bye.